Let's tell you about the ANC's President Cyril Ramaphosa. He will today continue with his campaign to woo voters ahead of the 2024 elections. This morning, the President will host an engagement with civil society at the Johannesburg City Hall. Last week, Ramaphosa kicked off the party's campaign in KwaZulu-Natal, where he urged voters to put their trust in the ANC. The ruling party says these engagements are part of its renewal agenda. Newzroom Afrika's Katleho Sekhotho is tracking this story for us, and you're standing by to tell us what's on the agenda. Katleho, good morning.
A very good morning, Dudu. Indeed, we are here at the Johannesburg City Hall, where that engagement between the ANC and civil society groups is set to take place today. We do know that President Cyril Ramaphosa will be giving that keynote address. But part of this engagement is it comes at the back of the ANC's 55th conference last year, December, in which one of its resolutions was to reconnect with the civil society groups, and the word reconnect being quite important there, meaning that there was a disconnect at some point. And we see it with the recent weeks playing out, the disconnect between government and organizations like unions, but also organizations, other civil society organizations and groups. And some of the people or some of the groups that will be on the program to speak today includes the National Economic Development and Labour Council, as well as the Black Business Council, this reflecting government's intention to really reconnect with groups that are important in the governing party's intention to really strengthen township economy as well as black business within the townships, and this being one of the important resolutions that they've made. Also on the program is the South African Youth Council. Now, why is this important? I mean, we know the high youth rate, unemployment rates since 2013 to 2021, averaging around 55.5% of young people unemployed. So it's really important for the governing party to use this platform to say what are the issues on the ground and how can we reconnect with these groups in order to provide better service delivery and to provide better governance, essentially. Also on the program, Dudu, is the likes of women's groups such as Sonke Gender Justice. This goes back to the ANC's intention to really deal with the scourge of gender-based violence and how it's affecting communities. Because I think part of the conversations that were happening in December was that at a grassroots level, partnerships are important with groups in order to get into people's homes, to understand what people's frustrations are. And really this is about reconnecting, as the ANC says in their statement about today, it's about reconnecting where there has been a disconnect.
And if I'm planning my day, what time does this start?
So this program is about to start in an hour's time. We do know that the program director is the ANC's Deputy Secretary General, Nomvula Mokonyane. So really the ANC's NEC taking charge of this conversation today to see, how it can really reconnect with these groups. And it will be interesting to see what the groups have to say, because, a lot of their frustrations were raised earlier on in the year when they had an opportunity to address the president. But this is about saying, since last year, we've been running last year, and now following your conference, how can we really provide better governance across the board and on the ground?
Katleho Sekhotho, thank you very much for that update.